On October 27, 2024, a seemingly routine traffic stop in Oklahoma City turned into a case that captured public attention. It began when 70-year-old Lich Vu, a composed yet resolute man, was stopped by a police officer for allegedly making an illegal U-turn.
Not like that.
Sit up!
No.
You sit up! Get on the ground!
What unfolded was more than a simple roadside dispute. It highlighted the tensions underlying such encounters. The officer initially approached Mr. Vu with professionalism, explaining the alleged violation. However, Mr. Vu firmly denied any wrongdoing, asserting his adherence to traffic laws. As both sides refused to back down, tensions escalated. The officer insisted on seeing Mr. Vu's identification, but Mr. Vu declined, arguing he had done nothing wrong. What started as a routine stop became a clash of principles, reflecting the emotional complexities behind enforcing the law.
The way that your vehicle was located, I'll have to write you a ticket for improper U-turn. Whenever you complete a U-turn,
I didn't U-turn.
hold on. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible, okay?
No, see, that is, they have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
Okay, well, you are required to go as far away between, you're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line, okay? I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation for a ticket. You're promising saying that you'll take care of it at a later date, whether that be in court or if you take care of it outside of court.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The elderly man grew increasingly agitated, his frustration evident in his rising tone and expressive gestures. He firmly denied any wrongdoing, insisting he was the victim of a previous incident caused by another driver. His voice grew louder as he demanded fairness, expressing that instead of being treated as a victim, he felt unjustly accused and targeted by the authorities.
And issuing you a citation for improper U-turn. Yes, sir.
I say she hitting me and I got a citation.
I'm not writing a ticket for her hitting you. Okay.
No, she hitting me. You see the.
I am not writing a ticket.
You see the evidence. No.
Okay. I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here. Okay.
As efforts to resolve the issue proved fruitless, the tension between the elderly man and the officer grew. Refusing to back down, he stood firm, rejecting the officer's arguments. He declared he was prepared to face legal consequences, including imprisonment, rather than sign a penalty notice he believed was unjust.
I understand. I told you, she's super sick. The car, the front of her hand hurt to the and she didn't turn.
Whenever you make a U-turn,
I didn't make a U-turn.
Sorry. Let me clarify, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever you enter a little intersection thing like that, you are not allowed to go side by side next to a car. Okay? You have to go behind vehicles.
Hey, you are the police.
Yes.
So you know
okay.
How many cars?
We are done, sir. No, we're done arguing about this, okay?
I don't think so.
We are not we are not arguing about this, okay?
I want to show you.
We argue in court. We argue in court.
You take the phone and
we argue in court.
No,
we don't argue on the side of the road. We argue in court. Yes, that's how it works. Because if not, if you don't sign this, you go to jail. Okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to take you to jail.
I'm ready to go to jail.
You ready to go to jail?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, that involves impounding your car too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The elderly man's strong assertions forced the officer to decide quickly. Realizing the situation was out of control, the officer called for backup to prevent further escalation. Meanwhile, the elderly man, with unwavering determination, continued his objections with sharp arguments and relentless rebuttals.
You got a ticket also?
Yes.
Your tag's expired?
Yes.
So you're good to get out of here.
Okay.
There's a report. I'll get to you guys in a second. Wait there. So
Sorry.
this is the ticket.
Right.
There's a date at the bottom that you have to take care of it by. And then below that, there's a phone number, website, address. One of the three will tell you how and where to take care of it.
Okay.
And then there is a case number right there. Has everyone's person, vehicle, and insurance information on it, okay?
Okay. So now I guess I'll just get my insurance to go out or take care of it?
Yeah, just call the insurance, give them the case number.
Thank you, sir. I'm so sorry.
147.
Go ahead.
Can you roll me another unit? I got this guy up here and a supervisor. He's refusing to sign a ticket, and he's wanting to go to jail.
The argument escalated as the elderly man steadfastly maintained that his parking spot was completely legal. He insisted that there was no reason for the officer to conclude that he had violated any traffic laws. His words were supported by the woman with him, who detailed the incident, firmly claiming that she was the true victim of a collision that had yet to be properly addressed.
Sir, my husband, we stay here waiting for go to here. We're not U-turn.
Okay,
waiting to
it doesn't
go
matter
here.
about a U-turn or whatever. That lane,
And I heard
can't-
she bit us, she hit us.
I understand that, but you're not. You see where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to leave any space at all. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
Straight.
You see that two car?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the third
The way
car.
where
I'm the
your
third
vehicle
car.
was located, your
Third
vehicle
car.
was not like that.
Sit down.
No.
You sit down. Get on the ground.
According to footage from the officer's body camera, the tension peaked when Mr. Lich Vu, in a moment of loss of control, was reportedly seen touching the officer's chest and sharply saying, "Shut up." This was not just a remark, but an action perceived as a direct challenge to the officer's authority. The officer, reacting instinctively, viewed this as a sign of threat or obstruction and decided to restrain Mr. Vu to ensure his own safety and maintain order. In an instant, Mr. Vu was forcefully and roughly brought down to the ground. That moment marked a turning point in the confrontation and left witnesses stunned. As the elderly man's head struck the ground with significant force, it was perceived as a fatal blow, one that left no room for the officer to regret his actions.
No, see, sir. No, look at that. Call an ambulance. I thought it's like I need the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Look at his head.
112 Hefner, roll me fire and incident of supervisor.
The forceful restraint by the police officer led to serious consequences. Mr. Lich Vu fell unconscious on the spot, suffering severe injuries. Medical reports indicated that he sustained a brain hemorrhage and a broken neck, life-threatening injuries for a 70-year-old man. Mr. Vu's family immediately spoke out, accusing the officer of using excessive force and calling it a clear case of abuse of power. They shared heartbreaking images of his injuries on social media, hoping to raise awareness of unnecessary violence within law enforcement. This was an indefensible act, especially considering his age, which should have warranted respect and protection. The Oklahoma police response stated that Mr. Vu had failed to cooperate and acted provocatively, which led to the escalation. However, Mr. Vu's family vehemently denied these allegations, asserting that he did nothing that could be considered dangerous or warranted violent treatment. They emphasized that, given his age, a calm conversation would have been the only appropriate way to resolve any misunderstanding, rather than resorting to violence. The involved officer was suspended while the case was handed over to the Oklahoma County District Attorney's Office for independent investigation. This is seen as the first step toward seeking justice for Mr. Vu and his family. Public opinion, while awaiting the investigation results, is divided. Some support the officer's actions, believing it was a procedural response to a challenge. However, the majority express outrage, arguing that human rights were violated in this case. The incident has transcended a simple traffic violation, raising important questions about police conduct when dealing with the elderly or vulnerable individuals in society. Can law and humanity coexist to ensure justice without compromising human dignity? This case serves as a wake-up call about how we should treat each other, even in the most tense situations. The future of the case now rests in the hands of the legal system. The final decision will not only determine the fate of the involved officer, but will also send a strong message about the ethical standards and responsibilities of law enforcement. It is hoped that justice will not only be served, but will also provide a valuable lesson to make society better. Share your thoughts on this incident in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share the video to spread this important information to the community. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any in-depth and engaging analysis videos. See you in the next video.